No one saw this coming. Wang and Shen Yue's secret marriage vows have just been exposed on the internet. And the words they spoke to each other on their wedding day are leaving fans in absolute shock. For years, people speculated about their relationship. Were they close friends? Were they more than that? Or was it all just fan imagination born out of their unforgettable chemistry in Meteor Garden? But now, with their private vows suddenly revealed, the truth feels more real than ever. Dylan and Shen Yue are not just co-stars. They are not just friends. They are husband and wife, bound by promises that no one thought we would ever get to hear. The story begins with a leaked recording, just under 2 minutes long. At first glance, it looks like any wedding video. A soft-lit garden, twinkling fairy lights strung across the trees, and a small crowd of people watching in silence. The bride and groom stand under an arch decorated with roses, lilies, and pale white orchids. But then you realize, the groom is Dylan Wang, dressed in a sleek black suit, his usually playful expression softened into something serious and tender. And the bride is Shen Yue. She is radiant in a lace gown, her hair styled in loose waves, her eyes shining not with a character's scripted tears, but with her own. The clip begins just as Dylan begins to read his vows. His voice is steady, though you can hear the emotion trembling beneath every word. He looks directly at Shen Yue, never once glancing at the paper in his hand, as if the words are carved into his heart. He says, "Shen Yue, from the first moment I met you, you turned my world upside down. I was supposed to be acting, but every time you laughed, I forgot the cameras. I forgot the lines. I only saw you. And I knew one day I would want to spend my life with you. I promised to protect you when things get hard. I promised to make you laugh even when you don't want to. I promised to hold your hand even when we are old and gray, even when the world forgets us. Because I never will." The guests audibly gasped. His words were raw, unpolished, and completely genuine. This wasn't the Dylan Wang fans see in interviews or dramas. This was Dylan the man, standing before the woman he loves, declaring himself in a way the public was never meant to hear. Then came Shen Yue's turn. She held the microphone with slightly trembling hands, her smile nervous but warm. Her voice cracked on the first few words, but she pushed through, speaking with quiet strength. "Dylan, when we met, I never thought you would change my life. But you did. You made me braver. You made me believe that love could be real, even for someone like me. You are not perfect. You can be stubborn, childish, and so difficult sometimes. But that is why I love you. Because you are real. Because with you, I am never pretending. I promise to support your dreams, even when they take you far away. I promise to remind you to eat when you forget. I promise to stand by you in every storm, and to laugh with you in every sunshine. And most of all, I promise to love you, not just for today, not just for this life, but for every life after this one." Her voice broke on the last line, and Dylan quickly reached out, taking her hand, steadying her. The guests began to clap softly, and some were wiping tears from their eyes. The vows ended with a kiss, gentle, unhurried, as if they had forgotten the crowd, forgotten the cameras, forgotten the world. It was just the two of them, sealing their promises in the most timeless way possible. That 2-minute clip has now been shared millions of times online. Fans around the globe have replayed it endlessly, some even translating the vows into different languages so the whole world can understand their depth. On social media, hashtags like #DylanandShenYueVows and #SecretMarriage are trending. Comments flood every platform. One fan wrote, "This is better than any drama. Their real love story is the greatest script of all." Another said, "I always believed in them. But hearing these vows makes me believe in love again." But the big question remains, how did this video leak? Who was behind it? Some insiders suggest that one of the wedding guests may have recorded it secretly. Others believe it was part of the official wedding video package, accidentally shared by someone who worked at the venue. Neither Dylan nor Shen Yue has spoken publicly about it yet, and their agencies have refused to confirm or deny the wedding. But after hearing these vows, fans aren't asking for confirmation anymore. The proof speaks for itself. What makes this moment even more powerful is how unexpected it was. For years, Both stars carefully avoided confirming any relationship rumors. They smiled in interviews, brushed off speculation, and focused on their careers. And yet, behind the scenes, they were building something real, something so strong that it led to a marriage no one saw coming. Rewatching The Vows, fans have begun pointing out subtle clues from the past. Like the time Shen Yue wore a delicate silver ring during a live broadcast, only to quickly hide her hand when comments noticed. Or when Dylan posted a photo with what seemed like a simple band on his finger, sparking speculation that was quickly dismissed. Even their frequent disappearances from the spotlight now make sense. Maybe they weren't just working. Maybe they were carving out time to be with each other. Some entertainment reporters have hinted that their families were supportive of the union and that the wedding was planned with careful secrecy. Instead of a grand public event, they chose intimacy, inviting only their closest circle. No paparazzi, no press, just love. And that choice alone says a lot about the kind of relationship they share. It's not about fame or spectacle. It's about being real together. Fans from all over Asia, especially in the Philippines and Southeast Asia, have been overwhelmed with emotion. Many grew up watching Meteor Garden, falling in love with Dylan and Shen Yue as Dao Mingxi and Dong Shankai. For them, this wedding feels like the ultimate continuation of a story that began on screen. One fan tweeted, "This isn't just closure for the characters. It's a gift for us who believed in their chemistry all along." Since The Vows leaked, fan art, fan videos, and even fan-made documentaries have been appearing online. People are compiling timelines of their relationship, piecing together years of subtle interactions, now viewed through the lens of their secret marriage. Every glance, every laugh, every shared moment is being reinterpreted as evidence of the love story that was quietly unfolding behind the cameras. But perhaps the most moving reactions are from fans who say The Vows inspired them personally. Some say it restored their belief in love. Others say it reminded them that true love doesn't need grand gestures or public validation, it just needs two people who mean it. One touching comment read, "Their promises made me cry. It made me want to fight for my own marriage." Love is not about perfection. It's about choosing each other every single day. As the world waits for Dylan and Shen Yue to officially address the leak, one thing has become clear: their love is no longer just theirs. It belongs to everyone who has been touched by their story. Whether they speak about it or not, whether they share more or remain silent, the vows are out there, living in the hearts of millions. And maybe, just maybe, that's the way it was meant to be. Because those vows weren't just promises between two.